I said, screw it. This is the third time me trying to upload this, but I'm going to go through it again. What's good? It's your boy, Clan, the Spurs fan. And I'm here with a brand new video for you guys. If you could, give me a like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. And we will discuss. I'm going live just to go ahead and throw it out there really fast on my thoughts on this. And it's something that I saw last night and watched it again this morning that made me believe that the San Antonio Spurs could possibly be a championship contending team. Before I give you my personal reasons why I believe we're a championship team, I'm going to go into what I saw last night, what I watched again this morning, and it was the post-game interview with Greg Popovich. Greg Pop, Big Papa himself, the Kingpin Pop, came out and he said last night that the San Antonio Spurs must honor this win and continue winning. So he sees how significant of a win this was. Of course, he had his, humble pie every now and then. Like he said things during it where he said, well, the Bucks were on a back-to-back and blah, blah, blah. But if you look at his demeanor, you know that Popovich is excited. There's only 2 times in which Popovich is that excited. He's excited when we win a big game, or at least when we see him giddy and happy and joking around all the time. It's usually when we win a big game or when he believes in the team, or when we lose and get kicked out of the playoffs and he puts everything back in perspective and he say, hey guys, it's just life. Those are the 2 times where we really see Popovich, a human Pop, where he's just so happy and so giddy. He believes in his team. He's not going to just flat out and say it, but he believes in his team. He likes the grittiness. He likes the direction they're going. He likes the defense. He likes the leadership from DeMar and LA right now. He sees the chemistry that's going on within the team. He is very excited. And this is an unusual season because usually seasons like this, where we struggle so heavy on the rodeo road trip, we do not go on spans like this where we just won 5 in a row, or it looks like we're going to end the season off really strong. That usually don't happen when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs after a bad rodeo road trip. This might be the exception. This team is special. And I've been saying this all season that I never was the one to come out, and I made that video saying, shut the F up Spurs fans. Basically what I was saying was a lot of Spurs fans were coming out saying that we're going to be trash, that our defense is trash, this is trash, and they didn't put anything in perspective. They didn't think about why this is happening. They didn't care. They just said we're trash. And I was saying that at some point in this season, we were the best team in the NBA. That doesn't just happen. You don't just get lucky for that period of time being the best team in the NBA in almost every category: 3-point shooting, defense, assists, turnovers. When you're the best in a lot of categories for a period of time like that, that is not just a coincidence. That happens because there's something about the team that makes them great. A lot of people are saying, well, Powell leaving, that's what made us better. I won't say Powell leaving made us necessarily better, but it did solidify minutes for guys. It solidified minutes for Jakob. Jakob does not have somebody looking over his shoulder. He's not looking over his shoulder for minutes anymore. Jakob is doing his thing. He's going in, playing great defense, playing great offense, being that go-to guy for DeMar DeRozan. He is being that guy. And I feel like he has more confidence because he knows now that the team needs him and he's not fighting for minutes with anybody. So in that perspective, they're doing great. I think that Jakob is doing his thing, DeMar DeRozan is doing his thing, LA is doing his thing, and all the role players are set into play. Everyone is playing great, and I do believe that this is a championship team, and it's not just from what I say, not just from what I'm seeing, but I've been saying this all season that they could potentially be a championship team if they're consistent. You see what they do next game, because you can't go into this game, play so great, and then go to Dallas and stink up the joint. So you have to go with the mindset of everybody wants to beat you on every single night. You are still the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, it's new players, but teams still treat you like a playoff game because it is an accomplishment to say that you just beat Greg Popovich. So you have to come into these games. Coaches want to do it. The players want to do it. And the Mavericks are our rival. We have a long history with the Dallas Mavericks. So you can't just go into this game half-heartedly and not do anything. You have to go into it, fight, just like you did against the Bucks. You got to you got to punch them in the throat. Literally go in there, punch them in the throat, and get this win. But as far as are they a championship team? Yes. I think that they have the capability of being a championship team. But as I said, just like Pop said, you have to honor this win. You have to keep going, and from there, that's where you can get all the, I don't know what I'm trying to say, all the power you need to muscle through the playoffs. Still, yet and still, you don't want to play the the Golden State Warriors first round. You just don't. And I'm tired of doing it. I know fans are tired of playing Golden State. You can't do it. Oh, some questions on here. How did you become a Spurs fan? I'll tell you in a minute. Did Rudy Gay get hurt? No, I think he just had an illness. Yeah, he didn't play last night. Hey, how can we get KP if he's a restricted free agent? Seems like Dallas would match. Dallas probably will match. It's just saying. I was just telling you that CG told us that the Spurs are going to attempt to try to get him. So that doesn't mean it'll happen, but they're going to attempt. Okay. How do you become a Spurs? How do I become a Spurs fan? I became a Spurs fan when I was little. I was playing. I don't know which 2K it was. It might have been like 2K5 maybe. And I was playing with my brother, and I picked the Spurs. So I never even played sports games. I never even really watched sports much. But I was playing with my brother. I picked the Spurs because they had the highest rating. I started playing with Manu Ginobili, started lighting him up. And I said, who is this dude, Manu? And then from there, I started watching more Spurs games, seeing who Manu Ginobili was. And from there, I said, yes, I am a Spurs fan because this dude is amazing. And I love how the team was. I love how they were old school. I loved how they didn't just get in people's faces after, they did something crazy on them. I mean, I've seen so many Ginobili nutmegs, and not once did he flex on anybody. So I really enjoyed that about the Spurs, and then I just end up becoming a Spurs fan. But yeah, back to, are we a championship team? Yes, we're a championship team for sure. You said, are you partially a Memphis fan? A little, kinda, I guess. I mean, if the Spurs get kicked out of the playoffs and the Grizzlies were still in the playoffs, I'm gonna go for the Grizzlies. I mean, it's natural, but am I a Grizzlies fan? Not really. I mean, they're kind of, a side piece, but because they're my hometown, it's like, yeah, if the Spurs lose, I'm going for the Grizzlies. And most of the time when the Grizzlies play somebody other than the Spurs, I'm going for the Grizzlies. Like, I would like for the Grizzlies to beat them. But yeah, but no, I'm Spurs fan like 100%. But yeah, are we a championship team? Hell yeah, we're a championship team. Please, everybody that sees this, I'm gonna get off in a minute. Please, if you see this, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. But leave comments and let me know, and let other Spurs fans know if you believe that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what just happened. But please let people know in the comments below whether you believe that the Spurs are a championship team or not. And let people know about the channel. And one more thing I want to throw out there. I already said that we do not want to go against Golden State Warriors first round. That's number one. You don't want to go against them first round. If the Spurs go 13-2, which this is what I'm predicting, we got 15 games left, and I believe we will go 13-2. If the Spurs go 13-2, I think that we are very capable of winning the championship, because there's no way that the Clippers are going to be able to keep up with 13-2 in their last games. They're not many teams can go on that stretch, or going to go on that stretch in the West. We could very well end up 5th or 4th seed if we go 13-2. And it is not too crazy to say that we go 13-2 if you actually go look at our schedule, the remainder of our schedule. It ain't that bad. There's a few teams in there like Boston, Rockets, Trailblazers, and Warriors. Those are the 4 hardest. And I believe everybody else, it should be a coast if you actually come to play Spurs. Somebody said we're going to play Trailblazers first round. I actually don't want to play the Trailblazers first round, but I'll be honest with you, anything is better than the Warriors. We don't need that Russian looking dude on Mavs. Just sign a center. That's it. I don't want to get a decent center. Uh, Russian looking dude. What you talking about, man? Porzingis? Porzingis is a bad man now. He's calm down now with that. But yeah, I believe we're a championship team. I keep just repeating myself at this point because now people are joining. I was expecting to go on live for a second, just jump off. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for being on the channel so often. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for helping the channel grow. I want to get to 1K before playoffs, and I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. Now I want to get to 1K. I want a super chat. I want more Spurs fans in here. I want to get the community going, and we're gonna make it happen. So if you guys could leave a comment, like below, subscribe, all that good jazz. Turn your notification bell on. Tomorrow we go against the Mavericks. I don't think I'll be able to live stream it. If I do live stream during it, it will be in the second half, or I might go live while the game is going on if I'm driving home and asking you guys what's going on with it, and we can talk about it. But other than that, yeah, I love the support you guys give. And until next time, Spurs Nights,